What's good with it, Black Goose TV family, man? Double salute as always. Ain't nothing changed, but the day we trying to stay positive as possible. Blessed salutations, man. Hopefully your Wednesday is going absolutely amazing. As always, man. Y'all come up in here, man. Show your boys some love, man. Like the video as always, man. Subscribe to the channel as always, man. Notification gang as always, man. Last but not least, man, comment on this joint, man. Whether it's the good, it's the bad, or it's the ugly. I don't really give a fuck, man. Just help your boy get into the algorithm, man. Like I been said, especially at the beginning of this year, man. Black Goose TV, we finna have the biggest rise in boxing YouTube channel history, and y'all the ones who can make that happen. So please keep showing some love. Now, with that being said, I'm coming at you with the unorthodox boxing news side of the game. And what do I mean by that is we're not necessarily talking about boxers that are prevalent, relative, necessary, paying attention to, give a fuck about when it comes to the grand overall scheme of the boxing world. And if I said any of the wrong words when it came to what I'm trying to describe, y'all know what I was trying to say, right? So with that being said, we finna talk about two boxers who are non-boxers who really we don't give a fuck about in the boxing community because it really don't change nothing up in the boxing landscape in the grand schemes of things, but it's still a topic. It's still something that's being whirled around, and moving through the boxing community and the boxing media. So I'm like, God damn it, I might as well do a lighthearted touch on this. I ain't gonna go crazy with it. We definitely not gonna go into specifics of it because it's a lot of bullshit, but it's still boxing as much as I hate to say it. Now, with that being said, y'all see it already, man. Y'all see the title, man. It has to do with some of y'all guys' favorite boxer. You know what I'm saying? The person who brought you into boxing, the person who made you pay attention to boxing, the person who put boxing back on the map. None other than Jake Paul. And y'all see the sarcasm, right? Y'all see me be on the sarcastic side of the game because I know a lot of y'all niggas gonna try and kill me on saying that. But yeah, it has to do with Jake Paul, man. Y'all know he has a fight coming up August 6th, if I'm correct. Yes, it says it right there. So how am I not correct if it's saying it right in front of my face? August 6th, he announced that he was going to be fighting on Showtime pay-per-view, co-headlined or the co-main event, whatever the fuck you want to call it, by Amanda Serrano. There was no actual opponent for either one of them. The card hasn't been released, but there was a lot of rumors that was supposed to be against Tommy Fury as far as Jake Paul's matchup, who was going to fight for that particular date that was set by Showtime. And as of today and as of yesterday, it was, basically confirmed. And I'm pretty sure whether or not that's planned, right? Because it's all in marketing. And obviously, if there's one thing that Jake Paul is very good at is marketing, because before he got into the boxing scene, basically his whole entire shtick was marketing. And what I mean by that was getting people to give a fuck about anything he did. And the more people who gave a fuck about it, he got money from it, right? So that's marketing in a nutshell, in a sense. So he's very good at marketing. So part of me was like, okay, he announced that he was going to fight on August 6th. He didn't have an opponent. He didn't name the opponent. There was speculation on who it was going to be. Obviously, Tommy Fury. We had the controversy come out. Actually, I dropped a video on that the other day where Tyson Fury's banned, not Tommy. Tyson Fury is banned from coming to the U.S. As well as majority of Tyson Fury's team, as well as his pops. But his pops has been banned from the USA for a long time. A lot of that has to do with their ties to MTK Global and Daniel Canahan. Now, because of that, there was speculation and rumors that young Tommy Fury would not take this fight because, well, his team wouldn't be able to be with him. Apparently, his team wasn't with him with his last fight in the U.S. when he made his U.S. debut on the other Jake Paul card. But now, all of that in the nutshell, I'm basically saying, is there a possibility that all this bullshit, because remember, it was never announced that Tommy Fury was the guy who was fighting against. I think it would have been better marketing if Jake Paul was like, Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, we're fighting, da-da-da. But I think in their mind, they're thinking, well, if we don't announce the fighter, there's a lot of speculation and rumors that are going to be put out there, and maybe we, start spinning the media ourselves a little bit and put some rumors out ourselves. That's going to be Fury. We put pressure on Fury, especially if Fury hasn't accepted the fight yet, to accept the fight, because if the majority of the media knows that it's supposed to be Fury and he's taking a step back and he's not necessarily signing the paper strictly because he understands that I'm the only one who's going to be allowed in the U.S. when it comes to my significant team. And yes, I may have the people I train with, but I won't have my family. They probably know he's in an icky, sticky, type of situation. So, okay, what I'm going to do, he still hasn't signed. I'm going to blast out a video to majority of the internet, and I know that major fighting YouTube channels are going to pick it up and post it, saying that, Tommy Fury's a B. He's not going to take the fight. He's scared. And now that's just all, to me, this is all marketing because it makes more people start. Because I think no one would have gave a fuck as much, even though I said that was the way I would have went. I see why he did it this way. No one would have gave a fuck as much if, hey, you see Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul, and for August 6th, we're gonna be like, okay, finally, he's gonna fight a real boxer. And then if there's speculation or rumors apparently that he may not make it, I think that would make people kind of check out of it because they're gonna be like, oh, this is the second time, rather than making it seem as if it's a mystery and it's saying we're supposed to be fighting him. People are going to be more interested because they're like, oh, he's actually fighting Tommy Fury, and now Tommy Fury is the one who doesn't want to fight. So it helps on the negotiation table if they're still trying to figure out, which I don't believe they're still trying to get Tommy Fury to sign the contract. We're what, August 6th? It's about to be July. That's literally barely like a month and a half to get ready. So I don't believe he hasn't signed the contract. I think he's already signed the contract. This is more promotion because I'm like, that's just, well, who knows? I might be wrong, but I've already talked about this enough because at the end of the day, like I said, this is on the other side of the boxing game. But let's see what Tommy Fury had to say in response, because everybody was posting and basically showcasing what Jake Paul said as far as, oh, you're not going to sign the contract. You have 24 hours. So let's go ahead and get into what Tommy Fury had to say. So right into exactly what he said. It's in a quote. So, see you August 6th, pal. Fury commented in a quote, tweeting Paul's posted video claiming the fight was in jeopardy. So that's all he put. That's it. Nothing else. We're just going off a tweet. That's it. Okay. So I guess Tommy Fury ended up responding. This is what he said right here. See you August 6th, pal. That's all he got. So, you know what I get from that? If that's all he said, and he definitely didn't elaborate on anything else, I was probably right. This was all for marketing purposes. This was all for everyone to start talking about Jake Paul and the Tommy Fury fight happening. Is going to have a lot more people speaking about the fight, especially if you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of hardcore boxing media isn't going to pick this up. Myself, look, I ended up picking it up because I was like, well, shit. It's interesting because he's fighting a real boxer. Tommy Fury is a big name because it's associated with, the Furies. They're going through that scandal when it comes to, the MTK Global shit. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit, but just off of that small response and how simple and to the point it was, I'm like, okay, all this shit is bullshit. The fight's gonna happen. Fury versus Jake Paul is going to happen. This is all marketing. It's all for people to be more interested in it. That's it. Simple as that. That's my conclusion to this. If y'all disagree with me, let me know why y'all disagree with me. Let me know if y'all agree with me. Let me know if you're in the middle. Let me know too if y'all come up in here and you be like, man, why the fuck you even talking about this? It must be better than that. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? It's always part of the game, and I'm always, open to criticism. So show your love as always, man. Much love to the people. Stay positive, stay good, stay less than stressed, and always blessed. You already know what the game is, man. Also, can't even say the nigga's name, but y'all already know what I was finna say. I'll be back. Love y'all.